a 5-inch random orbit sander. Right now I've got it plugged in, and before I do anything where I'm going to be touching the face of a machine, I want to make sure it's unplugged. When I unplug, what I like to do is always try the trigger so I know for sure that it's not working. If you guys look on the bottom, there's a nice little Velcro pad. It's got 8 little holes in it. This one's a really sweet Bosch. And here's your sanding pad. So on the bottom of this, it's Velcro. You're gonna be using 120 grit paper. It's really important for your safety here that those holes line up. When they're lined up like that, all the dust that gets generated goes into this nice little piece here. If you don't line the holes up or you put it on like this, it's not gonna collect the dust, and that's all gonna be in the air. Here, on this particular machine, we have speeds. So if you want to do really aggressive sanding, you can be at a 6. And if you're just going to do some nice slow sanding, you can take it down to a 1 or a 2. I'm just going to turn the machine on. And right now, I'm at my slowest speed. It's very gentle, it's very easy to put on your wood. But when I need more aggressive sanding, when I turn it up, you'll listen to it, and you'll see it's going much, much, much faster. The danger zone on this machine is this edge right here. I have a sharp piece of paper that has abrasive grit all over it, and it's spinning at 10,000 RPM. If you take your fingers and touch that, there's a really, really, really bad paper cut you're gonna get. What a sander does is it smooths the surface by cutting small little pieces. So things like pencil marks, things like marks from a machine can all be taken off by the sander. What you need to do to see if something needs to be sanded is hold it up like this to a light, and all the little imperfections will become really, really obvious to you. Here, what we have is our on and off, and over here is our speed. Now I've got pencil marks and mess, so I want it on a 6. I want it really aggressive, and I want it to sand really well. One of the most important things with a sander is don't start it above the work and then jam it down. I like to start it on the piece, so I've got it set nice and flat, very gently. I'm gonna hold on to the top here, and I'm gonna turn it on. This is the biggest problem when people sand. They think the harder you push, the better it'll sand. If you hear this sound, where it slows down, you're actually doing a bad job. Let the weight of the sander do the work, and when I go to turn it off, lift straight up, turn it off. I like to hold it out in front of me because then I know I'm not touching myself with the sanding disc. Here, if I want to check and see if it's sanded, I hold it up to the light, and now I can see all the scratches and pencil marks and problems are gone. One of the things I want you guys to be real careful of is you can't sand super thin little edges. This is a 2x6, and I think it would be okay and safe for me to come here. As long as I stay right in the center, I'm sure I can sand that safely without wrecking the sanding pad. If you have small pieces like this, like the edge of a piece of thin plywood, if you try and sand it like this, you're gonna tear the disc up and you'll wreck the Velcro backing, and you're gonna beat up your edges really bad. So an edge like this, you have to sand it by hand.